Hey guys, this is Mark, and you've heard of the phrase "be here now"? Be here now. Yeah. I'm going to be really paradoxical and suggest that you be somewhere else later. You've heard the phrase live for the moment? No. Live for the future? You've heard of be present? No. I want you to be absent from the present. So what kind of knucklehead information is this? What is old news. What's going on now is often bad news. We don't want to focus on that. I want you to muster up your imagination skills, your visualization skills, your daydreaming skills, and focus on what you desire. Focus on a new and improved future, not on what's going on now. What's going on now sucks. So, yeah, be here now? No, I don't like that. I want you to be somewhere else later, not in the past. Don't go to the past. The past is done. There's nothing back there you want. I want you to be somewhere else later, as in the future. Focusing on visualizing, imagining, daydreaming on your preferred future, what you do want. What you do want. To tie this into the neurodiverse marriage, I want you to be focusing on, this is what I want us to be saying or doing at some point in the future. This is how I want us to be feeling about one another at some point in the future. This is what I want our thoughts to be about one another in the future. So not focusing on what's going on now, you're focusing on what you want in the future. So, I'm going to say it for the third time now. Be here now? No. The hell with that. Live for the moment? No, I want you to live for the future. What is old news. Visualize, imagine, daydream on what you want to be, near future and distant future. Focus on that. All day. Here's an exercise now. Pay attention. I want you to get out a piece of paper or pull up a Word doc, and I want you to list as many things as you can regarding your preferred future. These are the things I want. These are going to be my preferred thoughts. These are going to be my preferred feelings. These are going to be my preferred behaviors. These are going to be my preferred outcomes. This is going to be my preferred marriage and all the dynamics involved in that thing. Okay? So do it. Get out a piece of paper. List the items that you want to see happen at some point. So I know this was kind of very paradoxical. It goes against the grain of what you hear in standard psychology. That's the way I live. That's the way I think. So, consider it. Now, there are two exceptions to this new way of thinking and rather radical way of thinking, and that is when you're trying to connect with people that are important to you, you certainly want to be present mentally and emotionally. Also, if what you're doing in the present moment brings you satisfaction and joy, you certainly want to fully participate in that delicious moment. Outside of that, you want to be visualizing your preferred future. Now let's make the distinction between living for the moment and living in the moment. While I am saying we don't want to live for the moment, instead we want to live for the future, we don't have the choice of whether or not to live in the moment. We only have this current moment to deal with, and that's fine. So what to do with the living that goes on in the moment? I'm suggesting be available mentally and emotionally when you're connecting and communicating with others. If in the current moment you are finding joy and satisfaction, be sure to savor that. Outside of that, what you're going to do while you're living in the moment is you will be entertaining a vision of a new and improved way of life for you and your loved ones. Remember, what you think about the most becomes your reality. Now, let's expand this idea of visualizing an improved future to include your mood, your attitude, your behavior. Would you believe me if I told you that the main reason that you're so uncomfortable and ill at ease in this neurodiverse marriage is not so much because what your spouse is doing, but it's your reaction to your spouse that is the larger share of your distress. Why is that? It's because at your core, you are a very loving, caring, compassionate person. I don't care what you've been told by other people, and I'm talking to both spouses here, by the way. You are a loving, caring, compassionate person at your core. And so when you behave in ways that are out of alignment with your core, it feels very uncomfortable. Now, I'm saying that your spouse can say or do things that you download as very distressful. I'm not saying that they don't do anything. They do. But that's probably only 20 to 30% of your distress. The larger chunk of your distress is because you're out of alignment with you. You're behaving in ways that you don't like. You're becoming the kind of person that you don't want to be. And you're reacting in ways that are out of alignment with your true self. And you will find that when I behave reactionary, I'm out of alignment with me. And that's what's most uncomfortable for me. And so one of the best things you could be visualizing is playing the movie in your head of you saying and doing loving and kind things. And when you do that long enough, that type of attitude and behavior will be very obvious to others. And now you can imagine how greatly that will improve things.